And then James Toney, before the fight, talked it up, what he was going to do. He didn't do it. I want to get your comments on can a boxer come into mixed martial arts, and if so, what did we learn tonight that a boxer has to do to really seriously compete?
Listen, I didn't try to sell this thing as tune in on Saturday night, you're going to see the most spectacular battle and award of this. I basically said, well, what I was hoping would happen. Anything can happen in a fight. James Toney picked this fight. He came in. We're not after boxing. We're not trying to attack boxing. You know, I love boxing, and I thought this question was answered back in 1993. But, you know, I got to be honest, we got closer to the night. My stomach hurt, and, you know, I was a little dizzy, and I was nervous because a mixed martial artist stepped in there against a boxer. But at the end of the day, it's a fight, and anything can happen in a fight. And Couture came out and won, and Toney lasted longer than I thought he would, actually. It's unfair to bring a guy in with one discipline, no matter if he's trained for 8 or 9 months. But I wasn't out there. I wasn't the guy going out and trying to badmouth boxing and take boxing down and hurt the sport of boxing. James Toney picked a fight, and he got one.
You said that he would not. He would get one fight, he'd be done. Is that still the same situation?
Yeah, he's the IBA and NABO heavyweight champion. He's a boxer, and that's what he does. He wanted to fight in the UFC. He picked a fight with our guys, and we fought tonight. I mean, listen. He's a tough guy, and he's been around for a long time. I have a lot of respect for James Toney. You know, when you come in with one discipline, you can't expect the guy to come in and have a great groundwork and all this other stuff. But you know what? He stepped up. He came in, and he wanted to do it. He did it. When this thing started happening, a lot of fans wanted to see it. So I made the fight. No disrespect to boxing or not trying to hurt anybody or anything. He picked a fight and he got one.
Dana, what'd you think of his preparation? How were you content with how prepared he was in the fight?
Who, James?
Yeah.
Listen, James came out and he was hoping Randy was going to stand up longer than he did. He hung in there. He's a tough guy, man. He was on his back for a while. He took some shots from Couture. Couture was trying to arm triangle him early, and he hung in there. He hung in there longer than I thought he would. I'm sure he was as prepared as he could have been. Anybody who knows James Toney over the last few years, James isn't the most physically fit boxer on the planet. But let me tell you what. When I signed him that day in my office, he's lost a lot of weight since that day. He took it seriously, went out there, and he gave it a shot.